Hey loves, it's Britt, and in this video I'm talking about the trine or the sextile between Mercury and Pluto in Synastry. So this is a super underrated, really nice aspect to have in your synastry. The Mercury person can really be fascinated and in awe of the depths of the Pluto person's understanding of life. The Mercury person is really expanded by the Pluto person, and the Pluto person has a power over their mind. But in most cases, with the trine and the sextile, the Pluto person senses that power and actually is inspired to help the Mercury person understand things. This is a really good aspect to have in teacher student relationships. It's a really good aspect to have for the Mercury person's mind becoming strengthened by the Pluto person's influence. So, like, if the Mercury person is maybe more scatterbrained or doesn't really feel like they're intelligent enough or smart enough or, mentally adept to deal with certain things in life, the Pluto person's influence and their energy and their understanding of the Mercury person can really help the Mercury person get a sense of how smart they really are or how capable they are. So the Mercury person gets to go through a mental transformation here from, feeling like, yeah, maybe they think they do know everything, and then they meet Pluto and they realize, oh my goodness, I know nothing, but Pluto is helping me know more, right? Or Pluto is helping me know that I know nothing, but in a healthy, like, helpful way. So it's a really interesting aspect to see. It's definitely very good for communication. The Pluto person can really dig out some deeper truths in Mercury that maybe Mercury didn't even realize before this relationship. And the Mercury person actually does the same thing in reversal to the Pluto person, where by the Mercury person's mental energy and just their day to day communication with Pluto, Pluto is going to all these deep places within their own Pluto wound and really gaining some deep understanding on themselves. And they can really think of the Mercury person as like a special soul friend or someone who is worthy of, like, we can even see like a protectiveness coming from Pluto here. It's like they want to expand Mercury's mind, but they also want to take care of them and ensure that with these deeper understandings or these more harsh realities that Pluto is going to introduce to Mercury, right? Like, if Mercury is more naive, Pluto is bringing the truth. Or if Mercury is more lighthearted, Pluto is bringing that integration of the darkness of life to Mercury in a way that they can take and they can digest. And yeah, there's a real caring here. There's a real depth of communication. This aspect, I could title this video like intimate communication or vulnerable communication, where, yeah, the Mercury person can really, like, or sorry, actually even vice versa, so both ways, but it's specifically the Pluto person to Mercury can get the Mercury person to confess things. This aspect is like being put on a lie detector, and then, being forced to tell the truth, because I guess you can still lie on a lie detector, but it's just gonna go ding, 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 ding. But it's like this aspect, the truth comes out, and the truth is so healing for both people. And there's a real vulnerability, there's a real openness in sharing. And they both see each other as a special, powerful force in each other's lives. And they can look back on this relationship and see how their mind has been expanded. Specifically, Mercury is going to expand from Pluto, and maybe they're still going to be faced with some uncomfortable ideas, but they become more integrated and more whole and more more intelligent from this connection. They can really, yeah, expand their mind, and they can see Pluto as kind of like a guru that is so sexy. And so, I mean, this is like not an aspect of sexual attraction, but it can be an aspect of mental attraction, where because you like someone's mind and they both can like each other's mind, that can become sexually attractive, because there is a type of sexual attraction that is based on a mental connection, or a communicative like ability that is very sensual and very deeply healing. So we could see that with this wonderful trine. So you could also see too psychic abilities, telepathy happening here with the Mercury Pluto trine or sextile. The trine is going to be more powerful, more inborn, where we almost don't even realize that it's going on because it's such a natural affinity. And the sextile takes a little bit of effort. We kind of realize it more that this is happening, but it's also not quite as potent. But the opportunity is there to develop all of this that I've said. So it's a really nice aspect to have. It's definitely an aspect of good karma. It can feel really soothing to have someone's Pluto trine or sextile your Mercury, especially if you have spent a lot of time around people who have Pluto square or opposite your Mercury, and then you get in a relationship like this and you're just like, oh my goodness, I can talk. I can like express my Mercury in a way that is healing, but also I feel heard, right? The Mercury person can feel really heard on a deep level, like someone has heard them and understood them with even the least amount of words, because this is a more energetic connection. It's like an unspoken bond where Pluto just really sees into the mind of Mercury, and Mercury sees into the depths and darkness of Pluto, but through their communication is able to bring about healing for Pluto as well. So they both transform. Yeah, it's a really nice one to have, especially in teacher student, but in any type of relationship, there's going to be learning for both. So yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. I'd love to know your experience of this aspect in the comments below. Let me know and keep your requests coming. We'll talk soon. Bye. Love you guys.